Hi guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do my little stretching routine after I exercise, and it'll improve your flexibility. And flexibility is important so that you don't get any injuries, but also that you have more range of motion when you do exercise. So the first thing I do when I begin stretching is child's pose. So with child's pose, what you're going to do, you're going to press down into the ground with your hands and the heels of your hands and push your hips back like so. I like to begin with child's pose because it lets me know what my down dog should feel like. And down dog is what we're going to do next after this. But you'll notice that your hips should be pushing down into the ground and your chest, and that you're stretching your chest in this. So from here, roll your toes under and push back into down dog. Now some tips for down dog, let me move this way, is to push the back of your legs towards the wall behind you, and to roll your shoulders out, and to pull your tummy in, and to push your chest down. It's a very active stretch. Now you can walk out your heels to stretch out your calves. And you can always make adjustments as you're doing it. And I also like to move my hips around to stretch the sides of my bodies and my legs a little bit more. So that was down dog. And then from there, I like to move to my lower body. And just bring your feet together. Now if your knees are up here, that's okay, that's fine. Eventually, with time, they might come down, but don't push it or force it, that's important. I'm just flexible in my legs, so this is just where I'm most comfortable. So what you want to do is breathe deeply in this position, and if you want, you can slowly move forward. With each inhale, just inch forward on your exhale and relax. Now, there's always, I guess, a sensation of tightness, or don't back away from that. You want to explore that a little bit. If there's a sensation of pain, then ease out of it. You shouldn't be feeling pain, so don't go into that place. But you should be feeling the sensation of muscles opening up. So what I like to think about is taking a deep inhale in and exhaling and imagining that that muscle is just opening up. And this is great for your hips. Keep your back straight, not rounded. And then walk out of it gently. And then from there, I keep this leg bent. I move this leg forward. And what you want to do is square your hips towards this leg that's in front of you. Take a deep inhale in, and then hinge forward, keeping your back straight on the exhale. And feeling that stretch. And if you can't go down this deep, it's totally fine. And just relax in the pose. Relax, don't collapse. Make sure that you're still actively engaging parts of your body and, exploring different things that's going on. The next pose is going to be on the opposite side. What we're going to do is the same. We're going to take a deep inhale in, straightening our back, pushing our shoulders down, and exhaling towards the other leg. And you want to reach through your crown towards the other leg. And to make it even more active, push through the ball of that foot in front of you. And remember to breathe, because that is really what is going to make your flexibility improve. And then just walk out of that. This stretch is great for your sides. What I do is I take a deep breath in with one hand. I place the other hand down, and on the exhale, I just sort of reach with this elbow towards that toe, sinking both hips deep into the ground and resting, if you can, your elbow on the ground. And breathe with each little inch that you take forward. This is very good for your sides. It feels very, very good. Now, on your next inhale, breathe in and come out. And we're going to do the opposite side. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And we're going to exhale and slowly move forward to the opposite side. Reaching, moving your glance upward if you can for a slight twist. And breathing. And I always notice that there's a side that's more tight than the other, and sometimes that's changing. But that's okay. Don't force anything. Okay. Now the next pose that I like to do is cat-cow. And this is really great for your chest and the front of your body, your abdomen. And what you want to do to make it effective is you want to push your hands into the ground, right below your shoulders. Push your hands into the ground. And then, with your core engaged, belly in, you're going to push your chest down towards the ground on an inhale. And then look up. And then you're going to do the opposite movement on the exhale. And you're going to do a few of these. Just moving with your own breath. Now, since we're already in tabletop and we're going to work on our shoulders and our arms, this is a great stretch for your shoulders. And I'm super tight in my shoulders. So what you want to do is you want to reach this hand up high to the ground with the inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to reach your hand under the other. And then stretch that side of your body. Reach back with the other hand and try to straighten your hips so that you're not twisting like I just was. And then you're going to push and come out of the pose. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to reach up with one hand. We're going to go through with the other, reaching, 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 reaching on the exhale, and relaxing into this pose. And then with the other hand, remembering to straighten our hips so that they're square as much as we can. And relax. And on the inhale, pushing up and coming out. Another pose for your shoulders and your arms. I like to reach up with one hand and then push it back and make sure that you are keeping your chin up. And just stretch your arm and your shoulder girdle. Try to keep your pelvis tilted towards the ground and your back straight. And breathe. Take an inhale up and get out of that position. And we're going to do the opposite side. Take a breath in. On the exhale, place your hand gently in between your shoulder blades and reach, and just sort of on the exhale, stretch out that whole side and arm. There's always little tiny adjustments that you can make while you're doing this. You might notice that for a second your back is arched or your chin is down or something like that. Always try to make those tiny little adjustments because that really is what will improve your flexibility. Reach up and come out. And then I like to go forward with one hand, cradling the other, and reaching. And then with the other, reach forward, cradle, and then letting go of that. And then what you could do to end, I like to bind my hands, and this is great for your chest. Cross your hands, hold them behind you, and then bend forward. Keeping your back straight. And this feels good for my biceps and my shoulders. And with the inhale, come up and release, and cross your hands the opposite way. Inhale and exhale forward. Keeping your back straight and moving your arms forward. So that's it. Those are some basic stretches that will be very beneficial to your flexibility, and they're really easy to do and to incorporate, and I hope that you do. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.